La Hispanidad, Hispanic heritage, the cause of kinship of all Latin American countries. We share the same language, a past, a geographical space, and a Judeo-Christian ethical base. Symbols are needed that transmit strength to the reality of our history, and our common present to project an adequate future that responds to the potentialities of what we are. Without question, the symbol that best represents all this is the Cross of Borgoña, or the Cross of St. Andrew. Every symbol has its own history, and some aspects may or may not sit well with us. The Cross of Borgoña, Las Aspas de San Andrés, are references to the martyrdom of St. Andrew, patron saint of Borgoña, coupled trunks in shape of a cross. This was adopted as a symbol by the Spanish crown when Philip el Hermoso, the handsome one, el Borgoñón, who would become Philip I of Castile, married with the third child from the Catholic monarchs, Juana nicknamed La Loca, the crazy one. Sadly, Juana's older siblings passed away, both the infant Juan and her sister Isabel. Therefore, as destiny would have it, Philip, Juana's husband, who would have never governed Castile, became next in line to the throne. Philip el Hermoso, young Archduke of Borgoña, would display this cross on the uniforms and flags of his armies. Philip would turn out to be an unpleasing historical figure. He put the unity between the kingdoms of Castile and Aragon at risk in the Iberian Peninsula. He turned his wife Juana into a wretch, and due to his excessive ambition, he confronted King Fernando el Católico. Even though this flag was adopted as a symbol of Hispanic heritage by means of an unqualified person, it does not take away from the value that this flag carries, which had symbolized Hispanic unity from 1506 to 1785. This flag was honored for almost 300 years. From Flanders to the Philippines, from North to South America, representing life's common values inherited by Hispanic heritage. Let's not underestimate the contribution of a symbol. Even if many people who consider themselves as Hispanic don't know about this flag, the mere act of seeing it in public spaces, social gatherings, and demonstrations will urge people to investigate what it represents. What is the flag in reference to? This flag will reveal the reality that all Hispanics share an actual, tangible, and common past. A common past lived for more than 300 years, where us Hispanic inhabitants had shared the same space under values of Christian ethics. We coexisted with organization in the same social body, while independently patrolling a strong economy. Our world position was very relevant. The Cross of Borgoña is so intimately tied into Hispanic heritage that its influence can be observed in a multitude of current flags, including those within the United States. Its traces can be detected in common, national, regional, and state flags. For example, the flag of the Guardia Real Española, the flag del Regimiento de Patricios from Argentina, the flag from the city of Valdivia in Chile, the flag of Chuquisaca in Bolivia, the state flags of Alabama and Florida in the United States, and many more. This flag should be displayed whenever possible, together alongside our national flags, with our Mexican flag, with our Spanish flag, with our Peruvian flag, with our Colombian flag, with our Argentinian flag, in all public events, in all forms of social or political demonstrations. With the objective of remembering our original unity, the Cross of Borgoña reminds us of our common ideals and potential. In the 21st century, the Cross of Borgoña isn't imperialist and violent. However, it's a symbol of unity, of solidarity among diverse siblings, of overcoming our small, local, and enriching differences to fortify ourselves by supporting us in the strength of common unity. Because let's be realistic, even though this may seem far-fetched, many of the economic and social and political problems of Hispanic American countries are practically unsalvageable outside of the common space of La Hispanidad, Hispanic unity. How can economies based on fragile and volatile currencies prosper? Currency from countries with populations of a few million inhabitants, like many from Central and South America. How can potent businesses take off in small countries? How can these countries soundly challenge foreign interests who egotistically seek to take advantage of human or natural resources in Hispanic American countries? The road to Hispanic unity appears to be a complex, rough, and distant tread, but it's the only one that entirely responds to the challenges of this generation. and can elevate the level of social and economic development with a majority of fellow Hispanic kin. Use one of these flags whenever possible. On the website Orgullo de las Españas, flags, shirts, pins with the cross of Borgoña are for sale. Along with promoting the ideals of La Hispanidad, the proceeds of these items sold will finance the activities of the association. Go ahead,